So you're juggling 1,000 things every day, and it feels like you're constantly running on empty. You're probably worn out, maybe a little disconnected from the life you imagined as a mother and homemaker, and wondering if this is all there is to it. You clicked on this video because you want something more, and I'm here to tell you there is more. Today we're going to talk about something that might sound a little unusual at first: romanticizing your life. I know it sounds like something from a Pinterest board or an Instagram feed, but I promise there's power in it. I'm going to show you how falling in love with your home, your family, and your everyday moments can change the way you feel about motherhood and homemaking. Stick with me because by the end of this video, I'm going to share a simple shift that will make you look at your daily routine through an entirely different lens. And trust me, it's going to make all the difference. Let me set the scene for you. Imagine it's another morning, 7:30 a.m. The kids are already up, the house is chaos, and you haven't even finished your coffee. You're looking around and everything feels like a mountain of mess. There's laundry piling up and dishes still in the sink from last night, toys scattered all over the floor. You can feel your energy slipping away as you try to get it all together. It's in these moments that I want you to ask yourself, what if it didn't have to be this way? What if your everyday life, this very routine you're struggling through, could be a source of joy, of romance? What if it could feel like something worth loving, even when things are messy or stressful? I'm not talking about turning your house into a Pinterest perfect space or pretending everything is okay when it's not. I'm talking about shifting your mindset. It's about falling in love with these little moments, the everyday rhythms of motherhood and homemaking. And today I'm going to show you just how to do that. We're all on this journey as mothers and homemakers, aren't we? And like any journey, there are highs and lows. Maybe you feel stuck right now, like you've lost the spark, the excitement, the sense of joy you once had for this role. The weight of expectations, the pressures of keeping up with everything. Sometimes it can just feel overwhelming. But here's where the shift happens. We get to choose how we view our lives. And that's where romanticizing comes in. What if instead of seeing the mess as a burden, we see it as a part of the beauty? What if instead of feeling burdened by the noise of motherhood, we celebrate the sounds of our children's laughter, the hustle and bustle of their needs as part of the romance of family life? It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, but romanticizing your life means shifting your perspective from I have to I get to. You get to care for your children. You get to make a warm home. You get to create memories. Yes, it's hard work, but it's beautiful work. Here's the first tip. Find joy in the simple moments. I'm talking about all those little things that you may overlook because you're too focused on what's not done yet. Like the smell of fresh coffee brewing in the morning, the sound of your toddler's feet pitter-pattering across the floor, or the quiet moment when the baby falls asleep in your arms. These simple, seemingly insignificant moments are actually the building blocks of a life that feels full. And here's the kicker, they're already there, all around you. You just need to choose to notice them. So next time you're wiping down the kitchen counter or folding a mountain of laundry, pause and feel the peace in that moment. Remind yourself that you're not just completing a task, you're nurturing your home, your family, and yourself. Tip number 2 is to set the mood in your home. Now, I know that doesn't mean making your home perfect 24/7, but it does mean intentionally creating an environment that feels warm and welcoming. Light some candles in the evening, play soft music in the background, or add little touches that make you feel cozy. Maybe it's a throw blanket on the couch or a fresh flowers on the dining table. Things that remind you that your home is a sanctuary. When we intentionally create a space that feels nurturing, we're romanticizing the idea of home. And you know what? It's going to make all the hard work you do feel like part of the romance, not just another chore to check off. I'll tell you a little story. I used to dread my morning routine. The waking up early, the endless tasks, the constant needs of my children. It felt like a grind. But one day I realized something. I could romanticize my routine. Instead of viewing the morning as a chaotic race to get everyone out the door, I started waking up 30 minutes earlier to have quiet time for myself. I'd make a cup of tea, maybe sit by the window, maybe get some fresh air, and take a deep breath before the storm began. That small shift transformed my entire day. Suddenly I wasn't just getting through my morning, I was savoring it, appreciating the peace before the rush. And I'm telling you, it made all the difference. I felt calmer, more connected to myself, and more present for my family. Here's the third tip. Embrace the chaos. Don't fight it. As a mother and a homemaker, it's easy to feel like you need to be in control of everything. But guess what? Life with kids is chaotic, and that's part of the beauty. Trust me, I know chaos. I have a toddler, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn, and it is chaotic. But it's beautiful. The laughter, the mess, the surprises, it's all part of the story you're creating together. Instead of seeing the chaos as something to manage or avoid, learn to see it as a natural part of your journey. Romanticizing your life doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means appreciating the imperfection. It's about seeing the beauty in the hustle and finding grace in the mess. Tip number 4, slow down and savor your day. In today's world, we are all in such a rush to get things done, to move on to the next task. But when we live life at breakneck speed, we miss out on so much. I used to rush through everything, always thinking about what was next. But now I make an effort to slow down. And I don't do it perfectly, but whether that means taking a moment to feel the warm sun on my face, enjoying a cup of coffee without checking my phone, or taking a few extra minutes with my kids before they go to bed. When we slow down, we create space for the moments that matter. These are the moments that we'll look back on and remember with fondness. So take a breath. You don't have to do it all at once. So here's the thing about romanticizing your life. It's not about escaping the challenges of motherhood. It's about embracing them. It's about seeing the beauty in the mess, the grace in the chaos, and the romance in the everyday moments. When we choose to fall in love with our lives, with our homes, and with our families, we transform the way we experience it all. We move from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered. We stop viewing our roles as a burden and start seeing them as a privilege. The work doesn't change, but our perspective does. And before I end this video, I want to leave you with one final thought. If romanticizing your life is about embracing the everyday moments, then what happens when you start to simplify your life? I'm going to share exactly how simplifying my life has taken my romanticizing practice to the next level here. Until then, remember you are enough and you are worthy of beauty in your life. Take a deep breath and savor today, Mama.